So, starting off, we had the Tay Roc and Swamp announcement this weekend. This is a battle that has been brewing for some time. Rock said, he'd give him a shot. Who takes this one? Swamp has been on great form recently. Tay Roc has returned to incredible consistency. Mr. Consistent has surpassed his consistency standards in my level or in my mind. And yet he's agreed to battle Swamp. Um, Now, at one point, it looked like Swamp had kind of blown this one. He had his name was well up there for a while, kind of up there with Easy and Fonz and the rest of that class, real sick, chaos in them. And then he had some real inconsistency issues. He kind of dropped the ball. He was stumbling through battles, forgetting shit, and kind of was surpassed by the rest of his class, by the rest of the new era. And it seemed like maybe with Rock on the ascension, and Swamp kind of, on a downturn, it looked as though we might not get it. Swamp has turned the tide. I think it's one that URL seemed interesting, but a few months ago, Tay Roc, I saw an interview with Tay Roc, and he was saying, "Yeah, no, URL aren't having it. Like Beasley won't book it. Like it's not on me. Like the league have got to book it, and they won't book it." Swamp put some pressure on. He obviously had the tournament, had the dot battle just before the tournament. Crazy run in the tournament. He faced and beat or matched, some top tier names. He beat Rum in a tournament that Rum was kind of, a shoe in for the final. Had a great final, went all the way to the final, had a great debatable final, some say with JC, and yeah, really kind of turned the public perception, and it was one that people saying, look, got to give him this shot now, and he's got it now. Tay Roc, I'm saying Swamp is showing that he can hang with these guys, he can beat these guys. That's what Tay Roc does, and he's been doing it. He took to Twitter to share this graphic that Quadre made. If you're not following Quadre, definitely check him out. He produces all these sort of graphics. And basically, it was him running down all of his battles from 2005 to now, including his Swamp battle. And he said that's 63, by the way. 44 of them are URL. 63. Take a look at the names, like even just recently, T-Top, the second, Vixen, Danny, Twerk, Chiller, Gotti, Verb, Official, Moot, Daylight, T-Top again, Big T, Mike P, T-Rex in there, Gluezy, Gotti again, Shug, Loaded Hollows, K-Shine, the second, like, come on. We go back, Pat Say, Hitman Holler, Goods. There's like who hasn't he battled? Who hasn't he battled? This is clearly like a one of those that you need on your resume. You want this one on your resume. It means a lot for Swamp. He is extremely hungry at the moment. This hungry, motivated battlers have been very successful this year. But so has Tay Roc. So has Tay Roc. I don't think this is one, right, that I think Swamp doesn't have to win. I I think he can potentially, but he doesn't have to. He can show up, have a great performance, have a great debatable battle, and that's a win for him. He hasn't lost clearly to Tay Roc. But if he comes in the sort of form that, he's came against Romnitty and JC, Tay Roc can't drop the ball. We know, like we say, Tay Roc is consistent, but if he has, maybe a crazy round, nice opener, takes the third a little light. You know, Swamp could come and steal it. So it's still all on the line, all to play for. I think Swamp definitely deserves the shot. Love that he's on Summer Madness against, you know, such a huge competitor. Let's see what else. They've been fairly quiet since the announcement. They haven't really said much online. Tay Roc, he had a little shot to Verb. Verb responded to his accolades tweet with kind of an indirect: Smack has never held my hand. I stood on my own and still did it. Your favorite rappers Smack takes care. Your favorite rappers Smack takes care of like children. So Tay Roc just says, yeah, you're jealous. That's really sad. And yeah, I would be inclined to agree. And he said, yeah, it is a gun title summer. The next announcement obviously was his gun titles brethren, Sue Surf. We're going to get to that announcement in a second. But yeah, that's who's we've got them both on there. Gun title summer. Easy said, if me or Chess on Summer Madness, it's going to be spooky. Gun title Summer Madness. But I'm not on Summer Madness, so y'all, that would be interesting. And he's saying, Carolina, don't try and save your boy. I'ma step on him. Summer Madness. And that's pretty much all he said thus far. Been a man, a few words. Swamp has said even less. He retweeted another pic of Tay Roc and Sue Surf saying, oh, how cute, gazing into each other's eyes. Shake my head. Fun titles. So he kind of came with the jokes, hasn't given much away. If he's smart, you know, and I'm sure he is, he'll be somewhere writing, preparing, getting ready for the biggest of stages against the biggest of opponents. How have you got that? How do you call it? Can you see Swamp beating Tay Roc? Could it happen? What do you think? Let me know. Moving on, we now have JC